So if you lost consciousness in an accident, by definition now, you have a TBI, a traumatic brain injury. All right, we get a lot of questions about brain injuries. And brain injuries are probably, I think, one of the most interesting components of any kind of personal injury damages. They're unique in that they are not as easy to identify as a broken bone. On a broken bone, you take an x-ray, you see that the bone is broke, everybody can see it and identify it. It's literally black and white. And that makes those easy to deal with. Brain injuries are not that way. You know, there's been a lot of improvements in technology and the ability to scan the brain and starting to identify the areas that were affected by an injury. Obviously, you know, the brain can be injured any number of ways. I mean, blunt force trauma, you know, whiplash, you know, the sloshing of the brain between, you know, the skull, even that can cause, you know, significant injuries to a variety of different parts of the brain. The doctors and specialists that are out there can perform all kinds of interesting tests to determine what the injury is and I guess the severity of it. You know, and a lot of these injuries are gonna be super long lasting. The brain does not heal fast. You know, and if there's repeated injuries, it can have devastating lifelong consequences and actually reduce your life expectancy. So if you've suffered a brain injury, which now is defined by any loss of consciousness. So if you lost consciousness in an accident, by definition now, you have a TBI, a traumatic brain injury. That alone should be good reason for you to talk to a lawyer and explain, you know, what your case is and go through it. And a lot of lawyers like ourselves are going to be able to get you in front of really, really good brain doctors and let them do the testing. They're also not only going to want to test the individual that was injured, they want to talk to the people who were, you know, part of their lives, see the difference in their personalities and their behaviors. Because a lot of times when you're asking somebody with a TBI, you know, are they all right? Or, you know, what have you noticed? They don't know. They don't realize it. They don't even understand the extent of their damage because they're living in it. So it's a very, very unique and actually, you know, interesting kind of injury. And again, it takes a lot of work to put those kind of cases together and again, work with the right people to get somebody better. And if they're not going to get better, to get them some kind of recovery and compensation that is really going to help them for what may be the rest of their lives, in which case that can be sometimes astronomical. And that's where you're going to see jury verdicts that are, you know, out of the stratosphere. Those are 7- and 8-figure cases and a lot of times. So again, very serious injuries, very complex, very interesting. But if you've lost consciousness or have a TBI, absolutely give us a call. We can help you out. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And while you're down there, please like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching.